What's your name, bud?
He asked you your name. That is my son. Help me.
Right, my name is Mr. Paul Walsh.
Paul Walsh.
Paul.
Yes,
Listen here,
I'm
right?
from. Yeah, no, listen. Right, I understand you say you're getting help and all that, and I appreciate that. That's the right thing to do.
Hold
Of
on,
course.
Paul. Hey, hold on, Paul. I need you to listen close, okay?
Well, I mean, if I'm listening close to you describing your protective nature over your cheating paedophile wife, then I'm not going to listen to that. You know she's scared a lot of youths doing what she does. You understand that, right? Are you listening to that? I'm more concerned about the youths. Well, I'm concerned about the youths more than I'm concerned about your wife.
Had I known this, but I'm 28 years old, all right? Had I known this, you have no idea the lengths I would go to stop her. You have no fucking clue.
Look at me.
I didn't know what was going on. You can bet between my dad losing his shit, going insane over this, being upset, and the extreme respect I have for my mom being immediately thrown out the window. She'll be lucky if she'll be able to wipe her ass without supervision from now on.
I understand that. And I know that your husband's got a very defensive and protective
That's my dad.
Well, can I just say I know that, you know, we're not your enemy. I just want to say that right now for the record. We are not your enemy, okay?
Ask him if it can be stopped or not.
Hey, for blowing the whistle on this, I know you're not my enemy. I don't give a damn what anybody says. You're a good guy. Off the record, can I just thank you? My name's Dustin, by the way.
Justin, okay, Justin, no problem.
Dustin with a D.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you hit yourself or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? God damn. I hate stupid people, I really do.
Can it be stopped or not?
They just want to know if it can be stopped or not.
Because if it can't, it matters.
They want to know if they should prepare something because they have a 13-year-old daughter, and I'm in no position to take over the position of, yeah, I'll just take her off your hands because you fucked up majorly like a moron. They want to know if it can be stopped, if she can just be like, I learned my lesson, sorry, my bad, extremely my bad.
Well, the angle that I'm taking is that when Justin said that they were seeking help, I heard about that and I was happy about that, obviously, because that's the best thing to do. But like you said,
one moment, Paul.
No problem.
Both of you inside. This is not a damn show. Right now.
What I have gone through in my lifetime.
And you need to understand what I'm going through in my lifetime. I'll put you inside. We don't need a damn audience here. I'm trying to talk to somebody. Done me a fucking great service by blowing the whistle on you, Mom. Once again, thank you, Paul. Anyways, one moment. I'm sorry to keep interrupting you.
It's okay, mate. Don't worry. Take your time.
He just passed out. Let him be for me.
He doesn't have any wounds or anything?
I'm not seeing any blood, no.
1 second, Paul. I gotta check to see what caliber this is.
Okay, no problem.
Oh my god.
I'm just go and grab myself a light then while you do that. I'll be back in a moment.
I'm not handing you a gun. You're fucking suicidal too. You're both morons. It's a 9mm.
I am better off not here than in jail.
No, you're better.
I am.
No, you're better off learning your fucking lesson.
Okay.
Take the coward's way out when you don't have kids to worry about. How dare you? No. I hope that this doesn't come to that. I hope that it's not going to end badly. But frankly, if it does, you deserve it. And to say you don't is a fucking lie. How dare you? Now, if this can be stopped, if this can be just dropped and forgot about, great. Personally, I'll make sure she doesn't forget about this till the day she dies. You have my promise. You have my word. That means nothing considering we're strangers, but I hope to God you'll understand the sincerity of my voice.
Well, this is it. Do you know, me personally, I can hear the sincerity in your voice. I'm a sincere person myself, but I can't say the same thing about your mother.
Oh, that's completely understandable. That really is. All I can say is I understand their point of view that, you know, the life. Okay, in this household, her mom depends on these two. Their daughter, my sister, depends on these two. Dad is
Hmm.
completely in his mind over this. Mom's scared that she's going to go to jail and her entire life and reputation is going to be ruined. Frankly, I think that'd be the best thing for her. But instead, I understand where they're coming from. They do need to be here to take care of the family in the house. Unfortunately, if it can't be let go, that's understandable.
But that also means taking care. I know you have to understand that also means taking care of children as well. And if you're a father yourself, also, as
Oh,
I
I am.
am,
Oh, yeah, I've got a 2-year-old. Yeah.
and that's concerning. I mean, she may not do anything to her own family and your own children, and I get that totally. But you know, it raises alarm bells and it is concerning.
Oh, it is concerning. I completely understand that. And it's even more deep-seated because I am a father that, believe me, this shit ain't happening twice. Hey, look at me. This dude and I want the same thing. You up the river. Because I understand that they all fucking need you is the only reason I'm saying, buddy, please don't. Is the only thing. You understand me? He's trying to off himself because he's so fucking upset. Oh, you can play this game, buddy. Thanks, Jake.
Look at me. Look at me.
Now, hey, talking on the phone. Be civil. Anyways, as far as having a social media life, ain't gonna happen. As far as having a social life, ain't gonna happen. This is a small town that we live in.
Mhm.
If we ask a few people, nobody really can take a shit without somebody else finding out. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I need you.
I understand this. I'm on the phone with a guy trying to send you up the river that I completely understand with, but I'm trying to get him to realize that you won't be able to sneeze without me knowing about it and me putting my foot damn near in your ass for it. I'm disgusted with the both of you and your choices right now. I should be in bed getting ready for work. Instead, I got to deal with this shit. You're trying to take yourself out of your granddaughter's life, and you're trying to blow your shit away to take yourself out of your granddaughter's life. Over what? Possible going to jail? They have those correctional options for a reason. They're called correctional options.
He threatened her too.
He threatened her?
Not him.
Not him. Okay. The kid? Okay.
I know where you sleep. Good luck sleeping.
Yeah, and she started fucking sexting with him.
That's what he just said this morning.
Okay.
It's not only that as well. You know, she genuinely knows that two of them. I mean, some of them were minors, some of them weren't, but she genuinely knew two of the people she was speaking to were minors, and she still continued to groom them into making them give her sexual images.
Oh, the other kid's on here too.
I mean,
Okay.
I have no. I mean, I can hear somebody contesting what I just said, but literally, as your son just said, I've got better things to fucking do with my time than deal with shit like this, right?
So can we just like go through the process of rocking a restraining order so she can't go near young kids or whatever? That sounds like it would fix all her fucking problems. And it would keep everyone from losing their shit here.
Well, I mean, if I'm honest with you, because I could hear her in the background, it kind of sounds like she's still trying to play the victim and be in some form of denial about what's going on.
Shush. But I don't care what she says, okay? She could tell me pigs are flying right now, and I can watch them do so. I don't care.
Ask him if them kids fit her.
Do you know, I feel sorry for her husband. I fucking feel sorry for that guy right now.
You should. He's losing his mind over this. Now,
And I bet you I feel more sorry for him than she does. I bet you.
Right now, probably not. Like an hour or two ago, oh, definitely. I think she was more scared about getting locked up and whatnot, and the house falling apart than anything.
Well, you should have been more concerned about your grandchild than sexting with underage children.
You're worried about your kid and besides me, you're worried about your daughter and my daughter, your grandchild. You should have been worrying about that when you were trying to, pull the plunger on the dynamite to your marriage. It doesn't matter if they were 17. Doesn't matter if they were 85. That's kind of bullshit. I don't think she has it. See? Oh, she does.
Let go.
I cannot talk to you without it.
I'm not going to do anything to it. Give it to me.
Anyways. Now, as far as grooming children, I don't know about grooming.
Well, what she did was, in my words that I use grooming, I'm using that loosely, but what I mean by that is, she was engaging them first as a friendly person, and then doing the role play stuff, and slowly turning the role play into a sexual.
It's sexting. It's a mutual thing. It's not like she was like, do it or die. I mean.
No, that's true, but at the same time as well, one of the lads, the young lads, he's I wouldn't say he's remedial to say that, but I would say that he's wet behind the ears, okay? He didn't know the true age of your mother. He didn't know. She lied about her age. He had no clue. He thought you were talking to a 19-year-old. He's 17.
No, hold on. Hold on. As far as that goes, I mean, before I got with my wife, yes, sexting, it does happen. It's a common thing nowadays. I was told he was he's 17, correct?
Mm-hmm.
The downside is, if this was a year from now, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
That's true. But I would still report that to her husband. Even if he was 18, I would still report that to her husband. That's not because I want to destroy marriages. That's because I do the right thing.
Right. Adultery's a bad thing. Got it. Here's the thing, though. If he was 16, I'd be like, fucking right, send her up the river. There's no way in hell she should get any type of, hey. Okay, he's just walking away. Anyways, there's no way I'd be like, give her leniency whatsoever. But in a year from now, for sure, he's 18. So that tells me, okay, he's right about the age to be able to sign legal contracts.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're 16, you get to be behind the wheel of a couple 1,000-pound weapon, a vehicle. So I'm like, 16 is still iffy for me, but it's like, okay, legally, definitely a no-no. I get it. It's a bad thing. It should never happen. 16, I'd be 100% on you guys' side. But since he's 17, and it's because of how old she is, now, me, I'm 28. I could have told you I was 14, and you guys been like, hey, kid, quit talking to me. But that doesn't matter. Age is just an age.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I'm just saying it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I was like, I'm 14, I want to see you guys' wing-wangs. Okay, then all of a sudden we got a whole big fucking problem, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm getting at is he's 17. She's, fuck, I don't even know my mom's age. What are you, almost 50 now? I don't keep track of ages. I just don't. I keep track of my wife's just so she doesn't fucking shoot me while I sleep. So I think we all can understand that one.
Yep.
So as far as this goes, 17, because now that everybody's fucking calmed down a little bit, I can actually talk to you freely.
Mm-hmm.
17, I think we can go, okay, this shit shouldn't happen. You guys can rest assured I'm going to get her help. As far as the whole grooming thing, I suggest finding a different term, because as soon as I heard the word grooming, oh, my hackles were up. I was immediately pissed because I know what that word means. I know the definition. That's a great, big fucking no-no.
I know.
And,
now, what I would like you to do as well is, like I said, I'm not your enemy, and I'm not your father's enemy either.
I appreciate you reporting the adultery, but as far as he's a child, wet behind the ears. The kid is old enough to drive, and sounds like a less than a year away from being an 18-year-old adult.
Yeah.
But as far as wet behind the ears, if I walked up to this guy, just walking every day, met him on the sidewalk and went, hey, you look really young and wet behind the ears, I guarantee he wouldn't be like, hey, you're right. He'd be offended.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
He would be, but I would still call it as I see it. I mean, I don't wish to offend anyone. I'm always gonna call it as I see it, right? Now, what I'm gonna further add is, like I said, I'm not the enemy of your father either. But
no, you
when
blew
we
with
was
homie
told,
adultery. You did the right thing. I
but
appreciate it.
you
Like I said, thank you.
You do know that when we was told that they were seeking counselling and therapy and moving on with the futures and all that, and I understand that completely. I'm glad that was happening. But whilst he was saying that and doing that, your father and your mother then proceeded to run around the whole social app trying to delete all evidence of her activities. Right now, you can say it's just
You can say
adultery
you're
and not. You can
no,
say
no.
it's just adultery and not
Paul, one
paedophilia.
moment. You're getting interrupted. I'm sorry.
No problem, bro.
You can say a million things after me and this gentleman get done talking. You can say whatever you want to after me and this gentleman are done talking. Quit interrupting. You're cutting into my sleep. I have to work tonight to support my family. You know, the shit that you just try to destroy. You stay out here. Neither of you can fucking be fucking trusted right now. Suicide watch nonsense bullshit. Anyways.
So yeah, sorry, bro. As I was saying, after we was told that they were seeking therapy and counselling, during that exact time, your father, as well as your mother, proceeded to try and delete all evidence of her deceited activities, we'll say, yeah? And then during that time, your mother was still engaging with one of the individuals.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I've got no reason to lie because I couldn't care less, to be honest.
He's trying to talk. You can't get both sides of the story if one side won't shut the hell up. Anyways, okay, real quick, Paul. Got a quick.
Shoot.
Your name is Paul, right? There's been.
That's right. Yep.
Okay, I'm just making sure I was calling you by the right name. At the end of the conversation, by the way, my name's Brian. Like,
Brian.
My bad. Anyways, Paul, I got a quick question for you though.
Shoot.
If you're trying to move on and everything, you know, you're having issues and whatnot. If you get a new girlfriend, do you leave pictures of your exes up around the house, or you try to take them out and take them away and like burn them and throw them away?
That's true. That's true.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like they're hiding it. They're one of those. They're one of those like everyone else does. You know, hey, put the past behind us. Let's bury it. Let's just get rid of it. Just call it good.
Well, that's what we all want to do, and one of the lad in particular.
I can't remember what it is. I know there's a marriage practice that I heard about when I was getting married. They're like, hey, this would be cute for you to do. Like when they're up at the altar, the priest or father, whatever. I'm not religious, really. I'm not, so I didn't pay close enough attention. I'm sorry. But the gist of it is he holds a bowl, and you guys wash your hands in it to wash away your past sins and your past, you know, grievances, blah, blah, blah. And you go on with a fresh, clean start. And I was like, number one, that sounds cheesy and corny as hell.
Mm-hmm.
But it kind of plays in this situation a little bit because they're like, okay, let's get rid of all the bullshit and move forward with a bright future. You see what I'm saying there?
Yeah, I do. Well, I'm telling you now that, you know, I've got no reason to distrust you whatsoever. However, and I want the future. I want the future to move on.
Kept going with the deceitful relationship. That's the no. That won't ever fucking happen again.
Well, I mean, it's going to be on your head because you're going to have to be the one that makes sure that doesn't happen because one, your mother can't be trusted, and two, your father is going to support your mother anyway, no matter what she does, and stupid decisions are going to be made, bro.
No, trust me, you should see him right now. He's not going to support her ever again. In fact, I'm trying to keep them here because they're trying to bail on each other, and I was like, no, you guys are not emotionally or mentally okay. Hey, I'm talking. Chill.
Let me say something.
You say something later.
No, let me say something now because of what he just said.
Okay, 1 minute, Paul.
Okay.
Hey, keep in mind he's not emotionally okay. Just forget.
It's okay. I understand. Don't worry.
I'll give the phone right back to you.
Hand me that real quick.
No.
Hand me that real quick.
No.
Uh-huh.
It's not going to happen.
Please.
No.
I feel better. We'll make a trade.
Listen.
Paul, he's talking.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm her husband.
Okay.
I've never put a hand on my wife.
Well, you probably shouldn't say that part.
It's been a very long time.
There was justification, I can assure that.
I have never struck her the way that I struck her 5 fucking minutes ago. You do not have to tell me how bad that I fucking feel. You do not have to tell me that I'm defending her. The only thing I want for her is help.
Long story short, we want to give her help, and the whole world's against her.
I think as well, and I think as well, I'm just going to be the smart guy for a moment. I think you're going to need a tiny bit of help as well as a husband, because you're going through an emotional discomfort at the moment as well. You're going to need a bit of help as well, yes.
Wait, are you talking about the son or the husband here?
The husband.
Okay.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, the husband's got a fucking head right now, too.
I am a hunter by trade. There's over 100 guns in my house. I have one of them in my hand.
I had to wrestle one out of his hand earlier, so yeah, he's pretty much fucked in the head right now.
Right now. But I'm telling you, she will not ever be off of the fucking leash again. Stop!
Come back over here.
That is a fucking fact. And as far as trusting her, that is going to take years, if not fucking decades. She has no internet access at all.
Well, okay, Paul, you know the fun thing about technology nowadays? Where all you have to do is call the phone company and be like, hey, all these numbers are not allowed to contact them. These 3 are allowed to contact her. That's it. You know how fun that works, right?
Mm-hmm. I do.
That's pretty much how it's going to be. Like, it's already set in stone. It's a matter of time. Basically, as soon as we got off the phone with you, but come Monday, the next time she gets a piece of technology, me, my wife, and her husband are the only people that she's going to be able to contact. Pretty much. Oh, and her mom. And that's only because she's old as hell and could die in a moment.
Mm-hmm.
So, besides us 4, she's pretty much alone.
I would like you to tell your mother as well, because she's spoken to me very briefly, right? Now I run an online community, and I trusted your mother. I didn't know the background story, but she seemed like a nice woman. I brought her into the community. I even made her a staff member on the community, and she abused that one time, and her feet did not touch the fucking floor.
Wow. All I gotta say is thank you. I had no idea this side even existed. I had no idea what was going on. She's actually pretty good at hiding it, but we also had never had a reason to dive into her social life or private life, because everyone has a private life.
Yeah.
No one needs to know which hand you wipe your ass with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, sorry about these disgusting analogies. I live in the country, and that's pretty much the only thing I got.
It's no worries, my man.
So, all I gotta say is, it's being taken care of. On your end, you can rest assured. And I don't know how you want to put it, as a predator, I guess you'd put it. Because you described how everything went down, I was like, holy shit, she got caught by catching predator.
You know.
So I'm like, all right. I'm a private person myself.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer to handle things my own way.
Same.
And I'm not really on the brutal side. I'm more of the straightest way to get between 2 points is a straight line kind of person, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Don't beat around the bush very much, if you can tell from this conversation.
Yep.
So, believe me, during this situation, you can sleep easy at night. Ain't shit gonna happen with her again. Promise. As far as the 17-year-old goes, I'm not really too worried about that. It could, if he decided to, go up the ladder with the law, it could hold up in court, but it's not going to hold a whole lot of water because, like I said, a year from now, I don't know when he turns 18, but a year from now, how many? 2 months. Yeah, buddy, it's not going to hold up very well.
Well, she made him believe that he was in love with her, and he even got kind of besotted with her and all sorts. And I mean, he's wet behind the ears. I really don't. I do care about paedophilic behaviour. Of course I do. I'm a dad, but she screwed with his head, and then
I was 24 when I had my heart broken.
I need you these for pancake Tuesday.
So I mean, I know how easy a heart can be swayed. I know 40-year-old women that I work with that are going, oh, he's so amazing, and a month later, hey, he's so amazing because they found a new one.
Yeah.
So as far as a heart being swayed, that's pretty easy. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but nothing's gonna happen from this if he turns 18 in 2 months. Not really anything's gonna happen. He's got a chance to send her up the river, but before she can actually get with someone legitimately hardcore underage and do some stupid shit, that will never come to light. That will never happen.
Well, we just we don't want to lock anyone away in prison, as you were describing earlier. We don't want that, right? All I want personally is to people to know the truth of what has been going on, and you know, and once I know people are aware of the situation, then I know the situation can be dealt with, in the correct manner.
You can know that everyone in the house is okay. No one in the house is being targeted for a simple fact that no one knew. This is a small town. Things spread like wildfire. No one knew until today. If something's being said, me and my dad immediately get people running to us going, hey, did you hear? And normally we go, don't care. This is something that we didn't know. She hit it pretty well. Now we know.
Mm-hmm.
You can't take care of a problem if you don't know about it, right?
That's right.
Now we know.
Mm-hmm.
I lost, guys. I'd like to thank you.
Hey, listen to me.
Problem solved.
Justin,
Just know
stop.
a lot of trust was lost today, and I lost my hero. But I do thank you guys.
Look at me. Justin.
See, you seem like you've got your head very screwed on, and to be honest with you, it's a shame because the youngers should be looking up to the elders and stuff, but, I think at some time comes where the younger surpasses the elder, and I think it's time maybe you started taking full control of situations more than trusting people because they're your elders.
That's what I'm telling you. You don't have to worry about it. I got my head on straight. You guys just let this be water in the bridge and just trust me. There's a flood on this side. You guys are dry.
Yeah.
Threaten my home.
He's not. Okay. Hey, bud.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, castle law. Castle law, we know it well. It varies from state to state. We're very aware of it. All I can say is, not a place you can hide. Please don't ever threaten our home again. Okay? I mean,
you said that already.
No, I mean, like, I'm just saying. You sound like a good kid. You sound like a sweet kid. Even if you're wet behind the ears.
Listen to me.
But
Raleigh. Am I saying that right?
Riley? His name's Riley.
Riley. I told you the other day that I appreciate what you did.
The only problem he had a problem with was you threatening the house.
That's it.
I live here.
I have little kids here.
I live here. My daughter lives here. She's 2 years old. My wife lives here. She's a couple years younger than me, and my 13-year-old sister lives here, along with an elderly woman, my grandmother. You threaten this household. You pretty much kicked the cage with a very big dog. And we're trying to tell you, please don't ever do that again. We're non-violent people, but it doesn't mean we doesn't know how to be. All right. Just in the future, watch saying those words to people. Not just us, just anybody.
Stop listening.
I care about people.
I know you're.
And I don't want to see you hurt because you slipped up and said it to the wrong people. I'm glad you said it to us because we'll tell you fucked up, then show you fucked up. Not everyone's like us. Please be safe in the future and don't say stuff like that, please.
Riley, when I talked to you, what did I tell you? I told you. But what did I tell you when I talked to you? I told you I appreciate what you've done. I understand your pain more than you'll ever imagine. I have a pistol in my hand. I am contemplating putting my brains all over the fucking wall. But
But you're not going to do that, are you? Because your son's going to make sure you don't do anything fucking stupid like that.
Hey, Paul.
It's in my hands, son.
Paul. Stop. Paul.
No, listen.
Riley, guys, stop.